Okay, so the legendary lost sector, as short as I can tell you, without being too crazy on anything, it's over here in the Dreaming City, down here at Aphelion's Rest. You'll have to spawn over here because nothing's easy in the Dreaming City. So I'll go over it in a second, but my loadout I'm gonna go over first. Actually, you know what? It's probably best. We'll look at this. So match game will always be in these, always, and extra shields. Meaning, if you have, if you're trying to use an element, a different element on a shield, it's not gonna, nothing's not gonna happen. Okay, if you're using an arc weapon on a shield that's void, you're never gonna break that shield, and if you do, you've probably died 3 times trying to do it. So that's important to remember. And the shields are void, so void is very important right now. Another important thing, I got shot by a stranger. Another important thing, overload and unstoppable, very important. There will always be champions in these. So, yeah, and the stasis, whatever. If you want to use stasis, go on it. But I'll tell you my loadout later. Epitaph only means the taken scions in there. They drop these wells. Basically, they drop their grenades. They're taking grenades whenever you kill them. I wouldn't worry about that. If you're following what I follow, then the game plan is kind of, fine. Everything will be far away. You don't have to worry about grenades. But let me go over my loadout. So, for a super, I would go for whatever you're comfortable with. Do not use your super for the void shields. Do not. I mean, you can, but I think it would be more disadvantageous than actually just using a void weapon. Everything's far away. Everything with a shield is far away. So I would use a weapon instead. Hold on. Sorry. Uh, yeah, but for super, I would completely say burst damage, a lot of damage at once. That's why I'm running the Cross of the Falling Star with the Thunder Crash. I forgot the name of it. The missile. It's for the boss. You want that boss as dead as possible. He shoots flames. You can use it on champions if you want to spend a little more extra time, but mainly for the boss. Everything else, ton of distance, ton of space to retreat. You don't really need your super for anything crazy. I got a shotgun, a primary shotgun for a lot of damage at close range. It's going to be helpful for the unstoppable champions, and that's really it. Everything else will be done with the Graviton Lance. And I know how you two feel about the Graviton Lance. I know you guys don't like the Graviton Lance. But this is the perfect gun for this run. Not only does it split up into these little exploding void projectiles that hunt down stuff, which is great for, scions that split, or thralls that teleport, or void shields, right? So everything's going to be far away. And this has no damage fall off on the second shot, meaning it does full damage really far away, which you will be far away. And pulse rifles this season have the unstoppable mod for the unstoppable champions that are here. So it's a win-win-win. You want to have this weapon, trust me. So I have that. You want to bring your gauntlets up to 7. If they're an exotic, I'm so sorry. But I'm pretty sure both of you will be either running Hunter or Warlock. And you probably won't have any arms on. But 7 for the sword and the pulse rifle. And the sword is pretty important because these overload champions, once they get out of their stun, they start healing immediately. Near immediately, not immediately, but you understand. The sword makes quick work of them, and I'll show you when we get in there. But Temptation's hook, in particular, once you stun them and you throw out the powered R2 ability or whatever it is on controller, where you spin and you throw that projectile. It hits them multiple times, and you slashing at them all at once does a ton of fucking damage. So we'll get into it when we get in there. But that's the loadout, and that's what we're going for. So I'll show you. But the main game here is to stay back. There's no, shame in retreating. And there's going to be a lot of baiting and a lot of waiting. So I'll show you. So this first part's not too bad. It's just a bunch of thralls at the end of a hallway. Just stand back here. And if you're using the lance, like I told you, they stand no chance. Even this new batch here, where you're supposed to be like, swarmed by these things. It does not matter. All these projectiles, they go everywhere and they seek them out. They don't have a chance. Alright, so there's the first champion down there. You can already see him. And because this ignores fall off, you can stun him from all the way back here if you so wish. But as long as you don't cross where the rock meets the water here, he does not care. But as soon as you're sure you have all these thralls down, and this graviton lance is good for it because it seeks it out. Not only it seeks them out, but it stuns champions too, just so you know. But there will be a couple thralls here and there. But once you're pretty confident, step forward into the water. Take the rest of them out. And then, let me get them. Okay, yeah. But you understand. He starts coming for you, blah, blah, blah. Take pot shots at him. When he starts running, he can't really shoot that far away. Aim back down. Stun him again. Hit him with a grenade. It's stronger than you think it is, the grenade. Wait for a second. Don't be afraid of this guy. He's kind of a chump. Run back. You want as much space between you and him as possible. Right. That's the first champion. Very easy. So, yeah, on with the mission here. You want to take it slow. Keep everything slow. I know there's a time limit, 15 minutes. But you're not as pressed for time as you think. And there's our first shield. The guys with the shields and the champions, the overload champions, they have these stasis grenade launchers. You don't want to stand still for too long. It can freeze you solid. And it will freeze you solid if you don't move out of it. Even if you're slowed, try to jump out of this stuff. Right. So there's our first overload up there. And he does a ton of damage. Both of them do. There's 2 or 3 in this mission. No, there's 2 in this mission. And yeah, hold on. A thing I should note about these scions is that I hate them. They split very often. A grenade comes in handy. And, oh yeah, I would bring a grenade into this that hits multiple times, that does a lot of damage. Not only for this, but it's good for the unstoppable champions and stuff like that. Again, I cannot say enough how useful this gun is for this in particular. You might have certain feelings on it in normal gameplay, but in this place in particular, this gun is a godsend. Trust me. Alright. So those shields do explode. You don't have to worry about continuously pinning bullets on that guy like a champion. Explode the shield, retreat, come back. hate these scions so much. I did not throw that nearly far enough. Alright. We want him to come back here. Right. And that's all the unstoppables you have to worry about. Now it's just overloads, which are a little more annoying, but let me explain. Once you kill everything else, they're really easy. They really can't do anything. Alright, so basically, you know, come around this tree. Behind this rock, he can't do shit. So get out your sword, whatever sword it may be, and rush him down, because he can't really do much to you here. Stun him. Make sure you're not in his stasis stuff, you know, like that. Alright, there's the first one down. One more to go. This is where the Graviton Lance shines as well. You can see all these enemies all the way over there. And they do not get off that platform, and if they do, they don't stay very far from it. Top priority are these scions and these thralls, because they will continue to spawn. They do not stop spawning. So forget that overload guy is there. Of course, watch out for him trying to kill you, because it does really hurt. But your main priority is the other guys. You want to kill everyone that isn't him. Again, the second bullet for the Graviton Lance ignores damage fall off. So it does full damage no matter the range. Again, they can go around corners, so you want to watch out for stasis. Those blasts there, they kill you in 2 hits. Don't get cocky. So once you kill all 3 of those shield guys, everything else spawns, which is more scions, more thralls. Just be patient. Not to mention the boss. If you shoot a shield guy while they're up there, their shield explodes and kills a lot of things with it. Pretty helpful stuff. This fire burns really bad, of course, but more than you think. Like, it kills you in less than a second, kind of burns. So, just remember that. When you see that stuff start flying through the air, like that, just go to a different spot. This rock is your best friend. It's not as crazy as it seems. And if you're in the fire, jump, but don't jump too high, obviously. The champion can like 2-shot you if you jump too high. Alright. Grenades are a godsend against the scions. There's another shield guy. Now I'm going to take out the boss with my super. That's why it's so good to have a burst super. Now you don't have to worry about him at all. The only thing left, or should be left, is this last wave. Ow. Off of 1 kill of Graviton Lance, I killed like everything else. I cannot express enough how important this gun is to this. Again, watch out for the thing. Yeah. It's pretty much self-explanatory at this point. You just want to stay back and break shields. the little guys come first in every respect. Scions and Thralls come first because not only will they swarm you, but they'll force you to retreat, which is more time on your hands. Let me get the full health, and this should just be him, and that'll be it. See, alone. Yeah, the guy's kind of a chump. Now run down here. That's it. This one's really easy. Lots of places to hide, lots of places to run back, get some space. You know, good for unstoppable people. The only thing you need to have Graviton Lance. I'm telling you, Graviton Lance, Burst Super, and a sword. Whatever sword, doesn't matter what sword you like, they all work. But you want to isolate the Overload guys, and you want to bait the unstoppable guys. And the boss, you understand the boss. Kill that guy, whatever. A one shot from Nighthawk will do it. Chaos Reach from far away. It'll be a little hard to do, but you can do it, and it's probably your best bet. Stuff like that. Thunder Crash, excellent for it. The only thing I wouldn't recommend running is stuff like Storm Trance. I wouldn't recommend that. I wouldn't recommend any defender unless you have Doom Fang, but then you have to upgrade your exotic arms, which is going to be really rough. But don't rush in. Forget your melee exists. Do not use your melee. A throwing knife, sure, but I would use that sparingly. Maybe against, if it's the heavy throwing knife with Nighthawk, maybe against the unstoppable guys. Other than that, forget it exists. Too risky. Take out shields, they explode, and explode the other ones. Go nuts. Don't go too nuts, but go nuts. That's all I really got.